Let's go out now live, though, to San Francisco. Fox 2 Bay Area reporter Evan Sarnofsky, he's standing by. He's been on this story from the very beginning. And Evan, thanks so much for being with us. We learned a lot of new details today, especially with the relation of Momeni and Bob Lee as well. What more do we know?
That's right, Andrew. Prosecutors revealed that Bob Lee had been hanging out with the defendant's sister before the killing, and something happened that enraged the defendant. He drove Mr. Lee to a secluded location and stabbed him 3 times. Momeni's family arrived in court on Friday morning as the alleged killer faced a judge for the first time since being arrested Thursday. Momeni didn't speak, but made a heart sign to his family while escorted in handcuffs. Prosecutors revealing for the first time the circumstances leading up to the killing in court documents, including that Lee had been hanging out with Momeni's sister, Kazar. Prosecutors say Lee was at an apartment here on the 1500 block of Mission with Kazar and other friends. He then left for his hotel, where Momeni began grilling him on whether his sister was, quote, doing drugs or anything inappropriate. Lee assured Momeni she was not. The two later met at Kazar's apartment in the Millennium Tower just after midnight on April 4th. They were seen leaving on security video in Momeni's BMW and driving here to the 400 block of Main Street, where prosecutors say Momeni and Lee got out and Momeni stabbed Lee 3 times, one of the wounds piercing his heart. Prosecutors said Momeni used a kitchen knife in a planned and deliberate attack. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins had this to say Friday.
There was some type of dispute between the two men, at least that Mr. Momeni was upset with Mr. Lee about something prior to them leaving her residence. This is a person who was in his vehicle with a kitchen knife. That's not something most of us carry around at all times with us, and so that this was something that he intended to do.
Now, Andrew, that defendant, Nima Momeni, is due back in court on April 25th for an official arraignment. That's when he'll enter a plea of likely not guilty as this case proceeds to a preliminary hearing, when we should learn a little bit more, especially more about the motive in this case. Reporting live in San Francisco, Evan Sarnofsky, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Okay, so Evan, we don't really know any more details yet about, I guess, the nature of the friendship or relationship with the sister and Bob Lee. Were they just friends? Was it romantic in nature? We don't know that, do we?
We don't know that. We know from court documents that they apparently had known each other for a few years, that they were at least friends and acquaintances. And it seems that Bob Lee and the sister were actually a lot more well acquainted than Bob Lee and his killer. We do know that Bob Lee knew his killer from what the police and authorities told us yesterday at that press conference. But a lot more of that relationship, what was really going on, that question, that grilling from Mr. Momeni to Bob Lee about the inappropriate behavior and the drugs, just opens up a whole series of questions for anybody wondering what exactly had been going on at these parties that they were going to. And hopefully we should be learning some of those details soon.
Yeah. What about the community? What about Bob Lee's friends and family? Are they relieved at least that someone's in custody over this?
Oh, absolutely. This was one of the most shocking homicides in recent memory in San Francisco. Really stunning residents in the neighborhood where Mr. Lee was killed, and also people all across the tech industry and business world, Silicon Valley and San Francisco and beyond. And just knowing that somebody has been caught and is facing justice in this has caused this wave of relief really across the city and the region.
All right, Evan Sarnofsky there live for us in San Francisco. Evan, thanks so much for your information. We'll definitely be speaking again. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Andrew.